Junk silver coins are a type of precious metal that people will buy with the intent to use as barter in the future. Now, they might be waiting for a post-apocalyptic time, or perhaps they want to use it down at their local Saturday market. Now, junk silver coins are pre-1965 half dollars, quarters, and dimes, and the best type of junk silver for bartering with is without doubt the Mercury Dime. Dimes in general are usually considered the superior type of junk silver for barter because they're the most fractional. They're the smallest, and you could make the smallest purchases with them. Of the two types of dimes that are regularly used, you have the Mercury dime on the left and the Roosevelt dime on the right. Now, the problem with the Roosevelt dimes is that they look very similar to a modern dime. A coin intended for barter should really stand out amongst the other coins, and because the clad Roosevelt dimes look so similar to the silver Roosevelt dimes, it would be harder to convince the average person that this coin is special and you should accept it for barter. The average person would likely be more willing to accept the Mercury dimes for barter because they are clearly a different design, and a simple internet search would reveal, yes, these are all made out of silver. Because Mercury dimes have been looked at as the superior precious metal to barter with for so many years, they have been purchased very heavily by stackers, including myself. Now, in 2019, a new product came out onto the market called the Goldback. We're going to compare side by side the Goldback and Mercury dimes to see which would be a better precious metal to use in a barter situation. Now, if you're not familiar with the Goldbacks, let me explain what they are. Each Goldback is 1/1000th of a troy ounce of 24 karat gold. The Goldbacks do come in 5 different sizes: the 1, 5, 10, 25, and 50, and they are all interchangeable. So the 10 Goldback has the same amount of gold as 10 of the 1 Goldbacks. Now, the Goldbacks are extremely durable, and you can even purchase one of these leather Goldback wallets to carry them around in, but we want to know how they compare side by side to the Mercury dimes. So let's jump right into that. First, we will start with the current value of the Goldbacks and the Mercury dimes. Right now, the exchange rate for one Goldback is $3.87. Now, over time, this number will change, and you can see the updated exchange rate at www.goldback.com. Mercury dimes don't have an exchange rate, but they're worth what someone is willing to pay for them. The cheapest ones I could find online were priced at around $2.17 per Mercury dime. This means that the value of one Goldback is very similar to the value of 2 Mercury dimes, meaning if you wanted to go out and barter with them today, you could make smaller purchases with the dimes. But will this always be the case? The current gold-silver ratio is around 79-1, but this is very high compared to what we have seen historically. Many people believe that gold and silver will eventually be valued at their natural ratio, or how much is mined every year, which happens to be around 8 ounces of silver to 1 ounce of gold. Of course, this situation would be much more likely to take place during SHTF or a crisis, exactly when you would be bartering with your precious metals, and it would make 1 Mercury dime the same value as approximately 5 Goldbacks. Now, you don't have to use the 5, you could actually just use 5 ones because they're interchangeable, and this would make the Goldbacks better for smaller purchases. Now, what about issues with uniformity or fungibility? Some Mercury dimes are more worn down than others. We call these slicks, and this is a bad thing when it comes to money because the slick coins have less silver in them, so they're not as uniform or not as fungible. Fungibility is the ability of a good or asset to be interchanged with other individual goods or assets of the same type. According to Mike Maloney, money must be a medium of exchange, a unit of account, portable, durable, divisible, fungible, and of course, a store of value. Every single one Goldback is exactly 1/1000th of a troy ounce of 24 karat gold, making them completely fungible. And because they all have the same weight, you don't have to worry about some of them being worth slightly less than others. They're all worth the exact same amount. Another issue with the Mercury Dimes is the fact that there is a limited supply of them and there will never be any more produced. They were only ever minted between 1916 and 1945, and unfortunately a large amount of them were melted down in the 1980s when people were refining junk silver by the bucket load. In a crisis, there simply wouldn't be enough Mercury Dimes to go around and be used for barter everywhere. However, the Goldbacks are still being produced today, and there would be plenty to go around. Not to mention the fact that the dimes would be much easier to lose because they have a very low surface area. One literally just rolled off the edge of my table, and the Goldbacks have much more surface area, which means you can see more of the beautiful gold as well as the cool designs that are on every single one of them. One last thing that I want to point out is the possibility of counterfeits. You need to be able to trust that the precious metals are in the pieces that you are bartering with. Is it real money or is it just fake? It's no surprise that coins have been faked in the past, and there are counterfeit Mercury Dimes that exist out there on the market. However, there are 0 counterfeit Goldbacks. They've never been faked before. And if you want to watch our video showing all of the technology that goes into them, as well as how the gold is verified, feel free to click the link up in the corner, as well as the link down below in the description of this video. At the end of the day, there are many different reasons you could be buying precious metals, and if you're a prepper or someone who just wants to buy precious metals to barter with potentially in the future or even currently, then we highly suggest you take a look at the Goldback. It's one of the very few gold products that exists in the world in such a hyper fractional state. 1/1000th of a troy ounce of gold is no easy task. But where others have fallen short, Goldback has managed to succeed in bringing you a product that is not only functional but also beautiful at the same time. If you want to share the word about Goldbacks, then make sure to smash the thumbs up on this video. Also, don't forget to share it with your friends and family so they can learn about Goldbacks as well. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss any future uploads. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one. Goldback dragons out. Now that's how you end a YouTube video.